Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya at Sidegigcrafts. Guys, where have you been? Where have you been? No, I'm just kidding. I have been not filming. I haven't been crafting, guys. I haven't been in my craft room. And I'm so sorry about that. I have missed y'all totally, and I've missed my desk and my things and this book. I have missed a lot. So where have I been? Well, you know, life is crazy right now, and it's been a little bit overwhelming, to say the least. So I apologize wholeheartedly, sincerely for my little absence there, and I'm hopefully gonna be back on track. So where were we? We were decorating this beautiful book. These are too short. Man, that's not gonna work. Okay, well, but you know, it doesn't mean we can't use them, does it? It just means that they won't work that way. Ooh, here's a spot I could put one. What about a boat right there? That would be nice. Or I could put, let's see if there's a better design to put there. I'm kind of bummed these are all upside down, but that's okay. Is there's a map. There's maps. I don't think I have any maps in here, which would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. The blue's nice, like that one. Of course, that one's nice too. I like that one. I like the ship. I like those blues. Those are nice too. I'm just kind of looking at something that might strike my fancy here. That one's nice too. I do like that one. Pirate's Life for Me. How cute. I actually really like that idea. A Pirate's Life for Me on this page. I'm not necessarily on this page, but just adding this in. But it's got the dark blues and stuff in there. And I like that. It's subtle. The quote. It's probably not the first thing you would see when you got to this part. This part would be off, and I think that would be great. Let's just glue this down. We'll be able to trim around it when we get it in there. Let's see. We're just going to add some pages in here today and do some talking and stuff. We might come up with something crazy fun. I'm never sure. I'm never sure, but I'm so glad that you're here. You guys, so one of the things that's been keeping me busy this week is my nutrition certification. So I am officially a certified nutritionist. What? Yes, I am. I have been going to school and I did the program and I have completed the course and I have my certification in nutrition coaching. So I'm very excited about that and hope to start using that in the near future. If that sounds like something of interest to you, that you would like to know more, or if you are in search of a certified nutritionist to help you with your goals, I'm the gal. I can help you. So you would just need to email me. Just email me and I can get you some information. I'm going to probably start taking clients. I'm going to start taking clients in September is my plan. And start off slowly and go from there. So I'm very excited about it. It's a new step for me. It's something different, something I've always been interested in, not always good with doing. You know, I had the knowledge, but the doing it part was difficult for me, and I know it is for so many. And I decided that this is going to be a forever thing for me, and why not do something with that? So that's where I'm at. I'm a certified nutritionist. So yay. Now I can help others reach their goals too. So yeah, I'm very, very, very excited to do that. And I don't think I like that there, but the sizing is wrong. And all in all, I don't think it's the right fit there. So that was something that was taking some of my time so that I could finish that up. And I did it. Hooray. Okay, so done celebrating. I am very excited though. It's something that I probably should have done a long time ago, especially the part about, you know, taking care of myself. That should have definitely happened a long time ago. And how about putting another one of these over on this side just for kicks? I think I like this one on this side. Do I like that one on that side? This won't show. I think I do. We'll do this on this side. Yeah, now that I've got my diagnosis and stuff, I'm like, you know, there's definitely a missing link in the world. My doctor diagnosed me with diabetes and high blood pressure and sent me on my way. She didn't tell me what to do about it. She gave me some medicine and said, good luck, basically. And I was having some problems, and I went back and I was like, something's wrong. And I don't know what, but something's wrong. I'm not feeling right. She said, well, did you take your did you take your sugar readings this morning? I said, well, what? What do you mean? You know, oh, we didn't get you a glucometer? What? What's that? You know, she told me nothing about how to take care of myself. No nutrition information, no glucometer, no way to read my sugars or explain what they meant. None of that. Even after she got me prescribed the glucometer, she didn't explain what I was looking for or what I was supposed to do. None of that. And you guys, I'm not a medical doctor, but that doesn't seem right. And I just thought, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are getting diagnosis and stuff and don't know what to do. What's the next step? And I thought that's definitely bad on her, because she should know better. And I actually really like her as a doctor because she looked into things that I didn't know anything about. And so she went further than even my complaints went. And I find that a good thing. But she didn't do anything to help me understand or to help me learn how to live with the results. So that's where I felt she dropped the ball. And I know that she's not the only one. So I feel like a nutritionist can help fill in that gap where the doctor may leave off. So I think that's exciting to me, and I can help with that. So yay. All right, I'm done. I swear I'm done. Okay, now this would be cute. Like if I was to, I don't know about this page, but this is just about the right size. I could trim it down a little bit and turn that into a flip out there. Just a little extra writing room. I could actually extend it a ways, which I think I would do. And I don't know that I have to trim that. I guess I wouldn't have to, but I feel like I should. That's about, let's say, 1/4 of an inch. So this is, I don't know. Let's just go right. Let's go right there and see what happens. Is that right? It's going to be pretty close. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, so let's put a little glue here. We'll just turn this into a little flip out. So I hope you guys have been doing well, and I hope that you've been crafting and enjoying your summer. Views always go down in the summer, so I always assume that everybody's got grandkids or their kids at home and they don't have control of the remote or they're on vacations, and I love that. Never bothers me. Sometimes it worries me a little. I'm like, where's everybody going? Did I say something wrong? But then I remember, oh yeah, it's summer. This is normal. This is normal for summer. So I've been doing this long enough to recognize, oh yeah, there's a pattern here. I know that something else is going on. So maybe I could do the same here. Was that too soon? Too soon after the last one? I did that one. I could do this one. And if I did this one, I think I would put a stronger piece of paper to frame this around there. Do I have any more of that blue? Because I really like that blue. I don't know if I do, but do I have something else similar? What about this blue? Ooh, that's pretty, but maybe a little too in your face blue. It's pretty though. It's pretty. This one looks a little calmer, but it's actually, I think it might be this. No, it's not the same. Ooh, this one has green on one side and blue on the other. I kind of like that idea. The green is too subtle. The blue is nice. It'll be green on the other side when we flip it this way. Let's do that. I could even put the photo quarters on this one. So this paper is 4 by 5.5. Okay, so let's do 4 1/4. What did I say? 4 by 5.5. So 4 1/4 by 5 3/4 is what we want. Open up for that. So measurement 5 3/4. Oh my gosh, so what's happening on the house? I know somebody's gonna ask me that. The house, I came home the other day, water mitigation team said, hey, so we got all the machines hooked up. What machines? And everything's a go. I'm like, what are they talking about? So when I got home, I said, okay, cool, thumbs up, because I was at work. And when I got home, there's like 10, maybe 15 fans in the other room. I actually have the door shut in here because it's so loud. That was one of the other things that kind of kept me offline. I was like, I don't even know how to film. I don't know that this is going to work because it's so flippin' loud. It's really loud. And they're actually HEPA filters to clean the air, which, so I'm grateful, but it's really loud. The dog won't even be in there. She refuses to be in that room because there's so many of them. They're everywhere. There's cords going all over the place. Got home yesterday and the electrician had been by, which I wasn't expecting because I actually had a question for him. But the electrician came by, and when he left on the outside light and a light inside the living room. And I looked and I was like, oh wait, there's lights on. What? You guys, he fixed the electric in the kitchen, so that's working. So yay. And I'm gonna glue these to the outside of this paper. And so that was really cool. Oh, you know what I should do? I should go ahead. I'm gonna glue them to the inside. If somebody has a photo this size, they could actually clip it in here. So let's do it that way instead. So he fixed it so there's electricity in there now. But I wanted to ask him to put another plug over my kitchen counter. I have one space that's the biggest space where I cook, where I do all my cooking and prep work, but there's no plug there. So I have to move, like if I use a mixer or anything like that, I have to move it to the other side of the kitchen and there's just no room. So I wanted to ask him about that. So that's kind of exciting that he was here and got that done. It was a great surprise to come home to that. He had come by the day before to see what needed to be done, or at least I was told that he was coming by the day before. I don't know that he actually did. But he must. I mean, either way, it's all good. But I wasn't expecting him yesterday, so that was pretty cool. And that was a good way to end off my otherwise crummy day yesterday. It was a rough day yesterday. I was not a happy girl yesterday. So coming home to that was fantastic. Okay, so that can go there. And I'm not going to get into all that, but it was a rough one. I needed a win at the end of the day. There we go. Let's just say if I had other options yesterday, I would have taken them. changed my life yesterday, but I had no options. So I was like, stuck. I hate that. I hate feeling stuck. Change will soon happen, but it's just not time yet. Gotta take my time and do this right. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. You guys ever feel like that? Yeah, sometimes I do. I think I'm gonna use walnut stain on this one. I wanted my scorched timber, but I don't see it, so this will actually be a good blend with the browns that are already on here. And we just want it to be subtle anyway. There we go. Now, there are a couple things I could do. I'm going to put this here, obviously. I need to make sure that it stays within the book pages, so it can't go too far. But when we flip this back this way, if I do it right, I could turn this into a pocket. And I think that's what I should do, because we could put another piece of paper here that would be absolutely beautiful or decorative, and it would be strong enough to withstand a little movement. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll use the opportunity. You're always looking for ways to make your book a little more interactive. Did you guys ever have those books when you were small that you could get the pockets and they had little puppets and, you know, just things that you could do and keep you busy while you were looking at your book, and, you know, they kept you interested. That's how I feel about these books. I feel like the more you have like pages that you can flip through, it's such a joy to watch people flip through these books and just find different creative little things that they weren't expecting, and just the joy on their faces is I love it. I love it. When I give them away as gifts, they're just flipping through and they're like, oh my gosh, and every little nook and cranny has something different, and they're in awe. And it's really, really neat to see. So that's kind of what I like to create in my journals, is just having little hidden little tucks and things that you can pull on or pull out and write on and flip out. And let's do something with this page. This page needs some strength as well. You can see it's already bending because of the weight of this is kind of pressuring it. So let's put, I feel like this could go in there, but what if we use this paper to strengthen it? I think that's what I'm gonna do, because it really needs some strength here. So I'm gonna mark it. Let's see, I want a real pencil. Just a real pencil would be great, or a pen, that would work too. This pen will go there, and then I need to go this way. So right there, we can mark that without having to use a ruler. And then I can just cut on the lines. And let's cut it this way first so I don't waste that other half, because I'm probably going to be able to use that too if I do this right. Okay. There it is. Couldn't find my mark. We might even have enough for a little tag or something right there. Okay, let's put this here. And I'm just going to glue it down and make it stronger, because I think I did it backwards this way, right? Yes. Okay, that will help a lot. Now I could potentially put another one here, but that's not going to help support this paper that's on here as much. I think it's going to be important for me on this one to glue this directly down. Or, you know what would be cute too? So before I glue this down, I could take another piece and make it a flip. So when this flips down and then this goes over it, it doesn't have to be this paper, but something would be super cute there. And then when you flip it up, like maybe a picture or something I would put there. What if I go bigger? What if I go so that it looks this way? Because this is just about the same width. I could put a flap on that. So it'll look like that behind there. But then when you open it, it flips up. piece I want? Is this the paper I want? Is there something else that I'd rather have? What about a pink? Because there's pink on here. Is that too bright? I don't know that I've used a lot of pink in here. I know there's touches of it. I mean, I could always tone it back. Maybe not pink. Maybe not. Maybe not there anyway. How about like a gray, or it's gonna have to be cardstock because it's gonna need to be strong enough to flip. How about, ooh, that's a pretty color. What about something like this one? How about that behind there? Would that be pretty? Because when we do this, we won't see this one. We'll see this color. It's the same color on the other side. No, I think we need to stick with this one. I think this is the better route. So let's look at, how wide is this? This is 6 inches. So this needs to be 6 inches. This needs to be 6 inches, please. 6 inches. And I will show you how I plan to do this. I don't plan at all. I believe this is also, well, it might not be actually. So this is, well, technically it is 6 by 6. Yeah, it probably is. Okay, so this is going to be, need to be 6.5, because I need a score line at 1/2 inch. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this and go to 1/2 inch and score it. That easy. Now what am I going to do with that? Let's just show you. We're going to fold it. That's what we're going to do with that. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to go around here. I'm going to ink it just a bit. I should probably do that with that blue one too before I glue it down. And I'm going to do the same on this side. And we'll just do it on the blue side of this one. Now technically I could change it and go, and we'll try that. We'll see what it looks like. We could go this way with this one, and then this, we can go this way, or we could turn it to the blue side so that that's what we see when we're here, which is also nice. And then it would flip up and we'd see the green. That's nice too. What do you guys think? I'm probably gonna do it wrong. Riley, tell me what it is, Riley. Riley, if you're watching this, I need you to shout really loud right now. I think I like the blue and then go to the green. I think I like this better. Riley, I hope that's what you said. If you guys are wondering who Riley is my little pal over, my little pal. He's not a little pal. He's my buddy. He is my sister Michelle's grandson. And he is a sweetheart. I have enjoyed getting to know him a little bit. And I know that he watches my videos with his Ollie, so it's kind of fun. Okay. So let's do that. And I'm just going to put glue on this strip right here. Okay, now I'm looking at this and I think my top piece is a little bit, yeah, it is. Let's just trim that back just slightly. Just slightly. I feel like I should do this with my scissors. I feel like I'll have more control. Yeah, this didn't do anything. Okay, so let's use scissors on that. Sometimes these, no matter how much we measure, these edges just don't always come out right. Okay, so I'll need to, do I need to ink that again? Just a little. And then we can glue this down. Love it. And we won't even see that seam because it's going to be glued down. So now we have an extra flip in here, which is extra space. It's like an extra page. And we'll just make sure that we've got that lined up really well before we press it in there. Now this top one, what you want to watch for, if it's too close down here, when you turn the pages, it's going to end up bending that a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take my scissors and slightly cut this one a little bit more narrow. Slightly, just like a sliver, you guys. Doesn't need to be much. Shouldn't really be too noticeable. Hopefully, if I do this correctly and don't munch it, which I think I did a little bit, that's fine. And then it'll be like that. There we go. And since I did that, I also need to go back and do that. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so we've got another little flip out. So that's something I wasn't intending to do, but I like it. I like it a lot. Except that. Let's see, there's no except that. I like that. It's not wanting to bend real easily. There we go. Okay. What else? What else can we do? I need to make something to go in here. Should I make a card out of this? That wouldn't be very big. I need to cut this to about, if I put it here, I need to cut it to about here. Probably. And that would fit in here this way. Let's round the corners on this one. I think I saw my corner rounder here. I believe I did. I believe I did. But where did I? You guys, shout it out if you see it. Come on, Riley, get your eyeballs. There it is. I see it. All right. These colors are so pretty. I'm glad I saw this paper to use it in here because it works perfectly. Okay, so let's put this one in this pocket here. And I want to put it this way. Now, because I used, it's a little too tight. So because I used vellum here, anything that they put on this paper will show through the window. So I don't need to put anything in there, but somebody else sure can. I might later, but right now I don't need to. All right, that should go back in there this way. Oop, there we go. Oh, not that window. It's in this one that'll show. That's the closest one. Okay, so I need to put something there too. Should we put green in the middle? Let's see here. Probably about there and about there. Let's cut this one and see what we get. This one's about 4.5 by 4.5. Let's actually go down to 4.5 because that's slightly, I'm gonna have to take a little bit off of it anyway to fit in that CD holder because of the glue space. Let's see how this works. If it works. It should work just fine. It's gonna be a little tight, but I think it'll be just fine. Yeah, so that'll be there. Let's go ahead and round those corners, make it a little easier. And we'll do this again. There. Stick that back in there. It won't catch quite as bad with those rounded corners. You'll see it fit much easier. So that's in there. And then we could do, you know what I feel like we should do? I feel like we should do some stenciling on this paper. Oh, wow, when you open it, this almost looks like a white because of the contrast. I like it. I feel like we should put some fun something here. Let's do this typewriter thing. It'll be subtle. Yes, that's the way to do it. Okay, and then I want to do some words up here. Maybe even some of this. I like it. Okay, so there's that. It'll have a little bit of design there. We use that stencil in other spots through here too, so that will coordinate quite well. Then I feel like we should put something beachy here. We could, I like this color here because of this, and it just kind of looks nice. I think I'm gonna glue that on there and then cut away, or maybe I won't cut away. Maybe I'll leave that. Maybe I'll leave that edge. We'll just put this in here this way. That there, glue that down. Whoops, I slid it just a little, I think. Let's see if I can try that again. If it'll still let me. If I go quick enough, it'll let me. Otherwise, it's gonna dry pretty quick. Okay, there we go. That should be better. I'm gonna leave, well, apparently I'm gonna leave a little gap all the way around that page because I didn't mean to leave any up here, but I did. So we'll just trim that one back. And now it's a little bit too long for our book, so let me get this in a better angle. We'll try that again. I might have to cut it all the way to the edge there. Yeah, I will. Okay, and that's fine. Because it can't be any longer than the bottom of the book, right? That just wouldn't work. So that will be nice. And then I can put this one here. I could put photo corners on this one too, but I think I'm just going to put it down hope I didn't just use my Titanic paper that I was saving. Did I? Oh man, I think I did. I wonder if I have another one. I think I did. Darn it. Let me see if I have another. I might have. I think that was the one I was saving for that. Shoot. Oh well, no need to worry now. Okay, I'll figure that out another time. All right. That would have been perfect. Okay. So, got a lot of small things done. I feel like I want to put another ocean picture like in here, like maybe this one, and just fold it and use it as a note paper like that. I think that would be cute. I think it'd be also fun to have like a book page in there. I wonder if I have a book page nearby. I bet I do. I bet I do. What is this? I wonder what I was making there. It's very interesting. I don't think those were supposed to be attached, but whatever. That's not what I'm doing today, is it? Okay, do I have a page? What's this? What is this? Ooh. I like this paper. I think I need some of this in here. Let's use one of those in there as well. Look at the color. Yes, it's perfect. I could put one of those here too. Ooh, I could put one of those. Don't want to do that. Not particularly. Okay, there it is. If I have to think about it too long, then the answer is probably nah. But I was thinking I could put it here. That would be nice. I do need to do something here though. I think this green would be beautiful there as well. Because look at the green here. It really works. What if we do something? I think I'd like to make this stronger. So I could use, well, I could use a piece of this and then use it also for the back. So we'll turn this into a little pocket too. Unless I could find another scrap like this perhaps would go around it, but it's not a big enough contrast, so I'm not a fan of that. I could go this way because it would be glued down. I just need it to be sturdier. That would work. Ooh, I could make it go so it sticks out just a little bit. That would be cute. Okay, let's do that. I just need it to be stronger than regular scrapbook paper. So we'll go right there. That'll give us the strength. Okay. And then I need to cut this. This is, I think this is 6 inches tall. I need a 6 by 6. Six by 6. We're just making this book fly together, aren't we? This is great. This is great. Just getting inspired by what's in front of us. Okay. Is that? Nope, that's great. Actually, I think I do want to sliver off of that too because I feel like it sticks out just a little. And I don't mind if it doesn't. I don't mind if it doesn't. Because we can put page tabs and things on here too. So this is going to go, we're just going to put glue here and along here, and then up this side. That's all we need. That's it. Stick this all the way into the base of the book, into the spine, and we'll just put that there. That turned out super cute. And then we can put things in there. Okay, maybe that's a note, maybe oh, I love that. Oh, what a good choice. We need to do something fun here too, though. It's almost perfect. We could put another pocket here. Glue that down and then put a pocket here. Let's do it. This could even go this way. I could ink that side so it's pretty. Let's just do it. Let's make it happen. It was an idea that we're just gonna turn into action. That's what we like to do. And then let's ink all the way around so it looks like it makes sense. Like we did it on purpose. Wait, this is gonna, that side's not gonna show. This side's gonna show. You'd almost think we planned that. Okay. So this will be, this side is gonna be glued just on this part, but this side is gonna be glued all the way down because it's making our page stronger. So we'll put this one first. Oops, all the way at the top is what I intended. All the way up there, all the way into the spine. Flip this back and fold it over. And this is going to be just a little pocket tuck spot right there for something. Maybe for a round circular tag would be kind of cute, or a little note piece. Do something with that. And then this side I need something down here, and I have this strip. Why not? That worked out okay. And because it kind of it's the same paper here, and of course we can decorate this stuff, so I'll take a thumb notch and ink. You guys, you don't know how bad I needed this craft session today. My goodness. All the things going on. It's like, I am definitely going to be crafting today before I go to work because I need my head straight. So I feel like I accomplished something today other than work. Okay, there we go. Oh, I love it. Okay. I almost wish I had that little green up there to go in there too. Put another one of these papers in here for fun, for kicks and giggles. I think I've even got these little papers in here. I feel like we should do something more with this. What could we do? We could make a, well, that would be pretty. Look, we could put another circle behind it, or even just leave it a square. We could even turn it into a card. Here's an idea. That'd be kind of cute. And this is just this is a eco-dyed paper of mine. And it's just a scrap that was left over from a project. Just finding a way to use it in my current project. And then we'll trim this back. Just need a little. Well, I think I just cut off the bottom, but I can't really go back now. So there it is. We can trim this back just a little. Should I leave it? I think we're going to cut this back just a little bit. And we can leave it just like that. We could put a sentiment on it or not. Super cute. Okay, there we go. And there's a little pink. We could put another one of those. I'm going to use these, a bunch of these, I guess. Another one of these there. I have a song stuck in my head again, guys. It's driving me crazy. All right, I've got a lot of those in there, and that's fine. We're just, you know, being inspired. And if that paper is what's inspiring me right now, that's cool. Ooh, I wonder if I could put a page there and it would be really cute. I think. Let's see. I could do that. I'm gonna cut this at 6 inches. Yes. I was thinking I could cut it this way and make it stick up a little bit, would be kind of cute. Go to 6 1/4. We'll see how it looks. I might change my mind, but I think it might be cute. So if I put the ruffled edges up on, or that edge up on top, it should stick out of the book just a little bit. Just like that. Yep, I like it. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. So let's do that. Now, I could make this another pocket, but I think I'm going a little crazy with the pockets, and I don't think we need to. Not that I mind going crazy with the pockets, because, you know, I love it, but eventually this book is going to fill up. And if we put too many pockets, it's going to fill up too quickly. And I want lots of room to journal in here. So that's cute. Now they could put something here, or I could, just to make it prettier or decorative or something. We'll be putting different things in here too, but yeah, that's something. And then we need something here. Now I don't want to do the same thing I did already. Let's make a little pocket out of this. Go this way, and I'm gonna put a little thumb notch on this side. And then very easily, I'm going to just put glue down this side and at the bottom. All right, we need a thin, narrow tag. And I've got a few of those, not that one, got a few of those laying around here, like that one. We also need to color that so it's not so stark white. I could have made that thumb notch all the way through, but I'm finding when I do that, it's kind of hard to get things in and out of the pockets. That would have been good if I hadn't folded it. Okay, so what else have I got? Those I can just tuck in a pocket somewhere. I don't need to cut those. What else have I got? I know I have scraps here somewhere. I know I do. Can I use this in here somewhere? Is it too different? We'll see. We'll see about that. I do like this one, but it's short and it's not quite wide as I want. These pieces can go away. Oh, that string needs to go away. I'm not getting it everywhere. about these little chunky pieces? These can go away. I don't need those. That blue one maybe. For something. I don't need this. Let's get some of these pieces out so I can see what's here. There's this one. But we're in the same boat. That one's kind of small too. But what if? This is just a big what if. I did something like that. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's layer some things. Oops, I probably glued that too far down. Let's layer some things and see what we get. Let's make our own tag that's going to be the thickness and height that we need out of the scraps that we have. Have you ever seen anybody do this? I haven't. Not that it's necessarily my idea, but today it is, because I haven't seen anybody do this before. Glue here. And then we'll glue this one like that. Is that too wide? Ooh, it's a little bit too wide. Let's go back in a little bit. Which will only make it stronger. That should fit. And then what I think I'd like to do, I want to put a design of some sort here, and it'll kind of act like glue. Let's use this piece. Right here. I don't know how well this will work, guys, so we're testing waters here. We are just testing the water. But I sure think it should. What's this? What's this? Why not? Make that go all the way there to the top. I feel like it needs a little some kind of design in here though. And I could use what? Not that. Not that. Okay, I need a picture or something. A stamp, a picture. I also keep wanting to cut this way, so I'm just going to do it. And in that being said, I want to cut those that way because I feel like, you know, I should. And I feel like I should cut this one too. And perhaps even this one. I'll just make that go straight there. This side, well, this side we could do the same thing. We could just go like that. How about that? All right, we're coming up with a tag for sure. I still need something here. What is it that I'm looking for? I'm not exactly sure. I might have to come back to that because I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I had... Look at... I had this floating around. And I like that. We're going to use it. I like it. Okay, that will work. And I also had a piece of jute. I thought I had one more piece of jute. I had these tags too. These could have worked. Maybe I don't have any more jute. I think I might have used the jute. In which case, I need that string back because I feel like it needs to go on there. Is that a piece? Is that a piece of it? Nope, it's just an itty bitty piece. That won't work. This will work. And then we'll put it back. Now, when I do this, I like to double and triple it up sometimes, quadruple it up. Just like that. Stick it through there. Find that loop again. And then pull this through. And then we've got a little bit more going on than a single strand, so I like that. Let's see how it fits. It's perfect. Look at that. How cute is that? All right, you guys, I think that's enough of me today and my nonsense. I think that we've got some really cool, oh, look at that. I did not know that was there, but hey, I love it. So, I think that's it for me today. I think I gotta go get ready for work, sadly enough. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks for hanging out with me and playing with me and listening. And I hope that you have a fantastic day, whatever you're doing today. Be blessed, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.